Could this be the final chapter for one of Hollywood's most controversial stars? Kevin Spacey, once one of the most respected actors in the industry, has just been given a new court date. Fresh civil claims against him will be heard in London this October, and the outcome could decide whether he has any career left at all. By the end of this video, the full story will be clear: how Spacey fell from the top of Hollywood, what these new claims actually involve, why his finances are just as much at risk as his reputation, and whether his attempts at a comeback can survive what is coming. The fall. So how did Kevin Spacey go from an Oscar-winning actor to fighting for his reputation in court? At his peak, Spacey was considered one of the most respected performers of his generation. 2 Academy Awards, a Tony, a Golden Globe, and one of the lead roles on one of the biggest shows in the world. He was the kind of actor directors built entire projects around. Then, almost overnight, everything changed. A wave of allegations turned public opinion against him. Studios cut ties within days. An entire film was reshot without him just weeks before release, at enormous cost, simply to remove his scenes. Award shows stopped inviting him. Projects already in production quietly wrote his character out. He went from being one of the most in-demand actors in the world to someone few in Hollywood wanted to be near the rebuild. Since then, Spacey has tried to rebuild, but not in the way most fallen stars attempt to come back. Instead of chasing a big Hollywood return, he has mostly taken small roles in international films, projects made far from the US spotlight, in countries where the allegations carried less weight in the press. Some of these films barely got theatrical releases at all. It has been a slow, quiet climb, nothing like the career he once had. But those old allegations never fully disappeared, and now fresh civil claims are heading to trial this October in London. This time, the case is not about criminal charges. Spacey has already faced criminal trials in both the United States and the United Kingdom, and was cleared in those cases. This new trial is different. It is about money, responsibility, and whether he will be held financially accountable in a civil court for what accusers say happened. The hidden cost, but here is something most people do not know. Spacey is not just fighting in court. He is fighting financially too. Reports say his legal bills have grown so large over the years that he no longer owns a permanent home. Someone who once lived in multi-million-dollar properties is now said to be relying on friends and temporary housing while the case drags on. Legal defense at this level does not come cheap. Years of trials, appeals, and civil claims mean lawyers, court fees, and settlements that can add up to millions of dollars even when a defendant is cleared of wrongdoing. That detail changes the entire story. This trial is not only about clearing his name, it could determine whether Spacey has any financial future left at all. If the claims succeed, he could be ordered to pay damages he may not even be able to afford. If he wins, it could be the first real step toward the comeback he has been chasing for years. Not just a legal win, but a financial lifeline. What a loss would mean. So what happens if Spacey loses this trial? Legal experts say a loss would make it even harder for major studios to consider working with him again. Insurance companies that back film productions often refuse to cover actors seen as legal risks, which means even directors who personally want to hire him may not be able to. Since no studio can afford to shoot a film without insurance protecting the production, a loss could also open the door to further civil claims down the line, since a successful case can sometimes encourage others to come forward as well. In many industries, one court ruling can set the tone for years of follow-up litigation for someone already surviving on small international roles. Another financial hit at this scale could end any realistic hope of returning to major studio productions. What a win would mean. On the other hand, a win would not erase the past, but it could give Spacey something he has not had in years: legal validation. Some industry insiders believe a favorable outcome could open small doors again, especially in international markets that have already shown more willingness to work with him than Hollywood has. A cleared civil case on top of his earlier criminal acquittals would give him a stronger argument that the accusations against him have not held up in court. It would not guarantee a Hollywood return. Public opinion and industry blacklists do not always follow legal outcomes. but it would remove one of the biggest remaining legal threats hanging over his name, and for Spacey, that alone would be significant progress. Either way, October is shaping up to be one of the most important months of his career, maybe the most important since the scandal first broke. Right now, everything is uncertain. The trial has not happened yet, the evidence has not been fully presented, and the final decision rests entirely in the hands of a London court. What is certain is this: whatever happens in October will follow Kevin Spacey for the rest of his life. Whether that means finally closing this chapter or opening a brand new one, the countdown to that verdict has already begun,